This is KTVO's Good Morning Heartland.
And welcome back. Just recently, the American Medical Association voted to declare obesity a disease. And to learn more about it and how to tackle it, we have Dr. Justin Puckett from Complete Family Medicine. How are you doing today?
Doing great, thanks.
So how important is this to know that it is now a disease and no longer a symptom?
Well, it's a huge mind shift change because previous to, and even today, Medicare, which kind of sets the rules for all of the private insurances, still sees it as a symptom, but we're moving in the right direction. To recognize obesity as a disease is going to allow for insurances to have benefits that are going to address this. Previously, obesity was just a symptom. It was just a matter of having extra weight. And now as we're learning that there's hundreds of genes that play a role, that there's hundreds of hormonal chemical cascades that happen in our body, it's that whole reason why some people can eat tons and stay skinny and why some of us eat less and are bigger. So as we move in that direction, it's really going to open up opportunities for patients to have more access to care.
And for a lot of our viewers probably already know this, that we have the Center for Medical Weight Loss at Complete Family Medicine. So my next question is, there's a lot of new medications out there. There's a lot of new programs out there. What are they and how do they work?
Well, I think that's a lot of what's, this is kind of pushing things forward with this change. Medicare a couple years ago started paying for some counseling in the office with your physician, and so that's been helpful to kind of move us in that direction. And also they've approved these two new medicines for a diagnosis of obesity instead of weight loss as the previous medications had been approved. There's two new medicines approved in the last year that we're kind of excited about. One, because they were approved for that indication, and two, because it gives us some more options to help tackle this. The first one is called Qsymia, and Qsymia is a combination of two old medications that we've used in weight loss, one of them on label for a long time and the other one kind of off label. Those are phentermine and Topamax. And both of them are appetite suppressants and have long been known to do that. When someone takes Topamax for another reason, migraines or seizures or mood stability, they often lose weight. But both of those medicines can come with a fairly wide range of side effects. And so they took these two medicines, made them in smaller doses but extended release, and so you get the effect equivalent of the two of them without many of the side effects. The other one that was approved actually a whole year ago, but just recently hit the shelves here in the Heartland on the first part of last week is called Belviq. And Belviq is a total new chemical. If you remember the fen-phen that was widely successful for weight loss, it just so happened that the bad part of the fen-phen attacked the heart valves, because we have serotonin receptors in our heart valves, we have serotonin receptors in our brain, and some of the serotonin receptors in our brain are for mood. That's why we take serotonin reuptake inhibitors. But the appetite centers is also driven by serotonin, but it takes a different chemical. It's a different type. It's a subtype C serotonin receptor. And so this Belviq does a lot of the good things that the old fen-phen did, only it doesn't have any effect on the heart, at least at this point. Why it took a whole year for it to get to the shelves is because they were doing additional studies trying to monitor heart valve status. And so at this point, they've not seen any problems at all with the heart, and some fairly good results. You know, it's interesting when we talk about weight loss medicines, good results is a 10% weight loss in 1 year, because that's what science has proven, that if we'll lose 10% of our current body weight, that you've reached a medical, meaningful weight loss.
Interesting.
And so with both of those medicines, at 1 year, they were right between 8 and 12% of weight loss whenever somebody did that in a structured weight loss environment.
So quickly touch base on the program that you have available through the Medical Weight Loss at Complete Family Medicine.
Well, we have two weight loss physicians at Complete Family Medicine, myself and Dr. Gillette, and we do a variety of things. Of course, most people know us for our complete meal replacement OptiFast program, but then outside of that, we do a wide variety of other things, everything from cognitive behavioral therapy, doing exercise prescriptions to help people get active appropriately and safely, working with our health coaches and dietitians, nutritionists to develop eating plans. Everybody needs kind of an individualized treatment plan. So we do everything from lower carb to low glycemic index, just a lot of different teaching, because really what it does all ultimately boil down to eat less, exercise more, but how each of us gets there and can sustain the weight loss is a little bit different. And then of course we use medications when indicated as well.
So that's nice. Your program is tailored to each individual differently. So
Absolutely.
As opposed to, one going towards, those big name weight loss programs where it's pretty much the skeleton for everybody, and some people see results, other people's don't. But with yours, it's tailored differently to fit their lifestyle, to change them, and hopefully get to their wanted goal weight. So.
Absolutely, and if we're going one direction and it's not having the results we want, then we can shift.
That's nice. That's good to hear. So what we'll do is we'll post all of this on our website at heartlandconnection.com, as well as Complete Family Medicine's information and the Center for Medical Weight Loss as well. Thank you so much for coming on.
Thank you.
And we'll be right back.